They pop crowds. They pop corn. They pop culture. It's the lowdown.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the latest installment of the Lowdown Popcast. I am the voice of PCW and the voice of Demons Football and Santa Claus, Elliot Popston. And we are here for a monumental 25th episode. To my right is the founder of the hottest wrestling promotion in the Mid-Atlantic. He's the owner agent of Flyer Float Travel, where you can book your dream getaway at flyerfloattravel.com. Can sell ice to an Eskimo. He is the IMDB Ratings King. New York's greatest export. Host of the new segment we are to debut called
Spirits with Shane.
Spirits with Shane. Shane Dorr.
I don't think I'm more excited about any other title but that one.
To our left is six-time fantasy football champion,
about to be 7,
podcast enthusiast, soon to be Kevin Nash's favorite podcaster. Just like his favorite wrestler, he's been known to outwork everyone. With his self-proclaimed hottest Funko Pop collection, not your average wrestling mark. Handbook, Johnathan Winburn.
What's going on, guys?
What up, dude?
No, not much. Everybody have a good Christmas?
You beat me to it. Yeah,
yeah.
That was good.
It was good.
Well, let's get this straight, too. You said a monumental episode, so this is the 25th edition, not the 25th anniversary. You did say edition, but, WWE seems to kind of get those things mixed up where they always count the first one as the first anniversary, even though it is not. So
Like WrestleMania 25. Yeah. Oops. My Christmas was good. So this is like the first year we really, like, as a family, did our own tradition, like not worrying about like having to go here, point A, point B, try to appease everybody but ourselves.
It's always nice when you get to that point.
So we literally, like, you know what? The day before Christmas, we had her grandmother come over and her sister. They stayed the night. And we had our own Christmas, man. It was awesome. Peaceful. Simple.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Ours wasn't too crazy. Ours is pretty, it tends to be pretty simple. We go to my mother-in-law's and my grandmother-in-law on Christmas Eve, usually. Christmas Eve around lunchtime for my grandmother-in-law, and then my mother-in-law after that. Then we're normally home by about 9 o'clock. So, and on Christmas Day this year, we were just like, hey, let's just go to my parents. Let's not go here and then go to my parents. Let's just go to my parents. So we got to my parents probably around 2 o'clock, 2:30, and then chilled, hung out there until probably like 10:30 at night. Drove home.
What about you, Jonathan? What'd you do?
So I had to. Unfortunately, I had to work Christmas Eve, but that's the cost of working in retail. But I host Christmas with my immediate family, extended family a little bit. Christmas Eve, so I had about 20 people over. So I got off work, went straight home, cooked, threw some things in the oven, got everything ready, and then it was pretty good. Yeah, it went better than I expected. Got kicked them all out about 10 o'clock and got things ready for Christmas morning, and didn't do much Christmas morning. Opened gifts and just kind of sat around and slept most of the day, honestly, because I stayed up too late that night. But then we saw the wife's family on Monday.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You get anything good?
Yes, me. Oh,
Yeah.
Got me some new headphones that I'm wearing tonight to help with mixing and all that good stuff.
You like them?
Yeah, very comfortable.
And Jonathan, I know what your favorite gift was, but I'm gonna let you tell. So it was amazing.
My son came home Friday or Saturday, Christmas Eve. He came home and he was like, "I got something for you," and he was like, "But it's not a Christmas gift." That's what he said originally, and then he was like, "Nah," he was like, "I'm just kidding." He was like, "Here you go," and it was he got to meet Spencer Rattler about a week ago and got a a football sign for me from Rattler. So
He got
definitely
there was some merch too, right?
Yeah, it was like a sponsored card that had a signature on there with a Garnet Mercedes
Heck yeah.
SUV. But they're definitely my favorite gift that I got this year.
Even if Spencer stays in Columbia 1 year, that's worth it.
He beat Clemson, so
Yeah, I mean,
good enough for me.
every dog has his day.
Oh, here we go.
But no, it was definitely will proudly be displayed with all my sports memorabilia.
Awesome.
Kind of like that time he wore a Carolina Gamecock jersey to meet Savell Newton. He's like, I hate Carolina.
Oh, Seville.
Yep. I wonder what's next for him. He keeps posting some cryptic stuff.
Well, he needs to be coaching somewhere. Or something. He needs to be coordinating something. I mean, dial it up. You know,
Could be part of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. Could be.
It seems that everybody's a part of it at some point. So, what about you, Shane? What was your favorite gift you got this year?
This wasn't my favorite gift. It is a gift I got.
what was your favorite gift?
So,
Oh boy,
I thought that was the question. My bad.
it was the question.
I just,
What was
I
your, these headphones? Oh,
I didn't realize, I didn't hear you say favorite. Well, headphones must suck. My favorite gift, honestly, was probably some shoe boxes I got to organize my shoes.
shoe boxes. That's right. You have some.
They're clear shoe boxes, so I can stack. I got 2 columns of 6, so I can stack all my shoes in
Got
there.
the push with it slides up.
No, it's a pull. It's a pull door. Door flat folds open like that, and you can stack them.
Nice.
I love them.
I only have one pair of shoes, so I got my Jordans, and I got my basketball shoes. My basketball shoes. My Jordans. My basketball
You
shoes.
talking about the all black ones?
No,
Oh.
those are my Nikes. Those are my everyday shoes.
I don't think those are Jordans.
Pegasus.
Oh God, no, sir. My Jordans are my basketball shoes, and then I got my Nikes that are my everyday shoes, and I got my flip flops.
How long you had them Jordans?
Those are my senior year shoes, bro.
Wow.
No, they're custom. They were custom, bro. Very expensive. I remember at my first job, I put my first $300 in those shoes. Went right straight to those shoes, and I wear them. I still wear them. Still fit. I still
That
ball.
was money well spent if you still got them.
When's the last time you balled?
Oh, you don't lose it. You don't lose it, bro.
That's why they're in good shape.
you don't lose it.
I haven't balled in like 8 years.
It doesn't matter. You don't lose it. In fact, I was playing NBA 2K22. No, I'm just
Balling.
oh no, but yeah, I was thinking about it today, man. I want to get back on the court anyway. That's just something I want to be doing.
Yeah, that neat and organized.
Man, that's pretty nice.
So I'll say, talking about the organization, I definitely feel you with it being exciting because if it wasn't for the
What's up, Z-Miz? Welcome to the show, man. Go ahead, John.
if it wasn't for the football, my wife got I'm a big tea drinker now. Revolution, shout out to Revolution Nutrition. But at home, I have everything, like all my powder and all my flavors, like all in one glass jar, which is nice. It's tucked away and it's kind of organized. The problem is if I kind of get on a flavor kick and I start drinking a lot of one flavor, I can't tell how many I have left. So then I go to look for one and I'm sold out. So she got me this like drawer organizer that's got like all these little
That's
cubbies
cool.
and stuff in it, so I can separate it by flavor and all that. So I was like, it was super thoughtful. Makes my life easier in the morning.
I think my favorite gift.
Let us know in the chat what your favorite Christmas gift or something may have been.
Yeah,
Let us know.
The famous Zach Burton. So I'd love to hear what he got for Christmas.
Z-Mish from We Talk Wrestling.
So I think my favorite gift was it's weird. I got a couple of them, but beard grooming kits like with the balm and the oil and the the brush and the
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. So I got a couple of those. I was pretty stoked about them. But oh man, so we can talk wrestling.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Well, then we need to open it with our drink.
Oh, that's that a new opening?
Well, because WWE is about to be a topic, so we got to drink first.
There.
We gotta make sure. Look, Jonathan's like stretching. So Zach, we are debuting something different this week. So to open the show, it's Spirits with Shane. So I am not an alcoholic by no means, but I do like to have a drink. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Shane's getting a little jealous that I'm running all the segments here, so he
yeah.
come up with one of his own.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do this tonight. bear with it. But so tonight's drink of choice it's a shot. It is Irish breakfast shot. So it is going to be 2 parts Jameson, 1 part butterscotch schnapps, chased with about 2 ounces of orange juice.
I hate orange juice.
No, you got.
It's gotta be worst segment ever.
I'm already.
Yeah, he's not gonna like it.
He was like, So it's a shoot and immediately chase orange juice.
All right, let's get
I can't
let's
wait
get
to
this
hear
over
it.
with.
All right, we ready? So shot. And a taste.
Like orange juice. It does have a slightly like maple syrupy taste afterwards.
Yeah. It's very enjoyable.
That's definitely from the butterscotch.
It's a contributing factor. But it's not as bad as you thought, right?
Not as bad as I thought, no.
Okay. Elliot.
Yeah.
Off.
Not a fan.
He goes, he heard orange juice. Ugh, I hate orange juice. Oh. We're ready for that too.
I need something to wash this down with now.
We got Bailey's
Here's
coming down the table.
here's what I think about that.
Is that a boo?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and
That smells delicious, though. That one.
S'mores. Well, that was a
a good start.
sure.
This is nice. You're not getting this back. Hey, let me pour it for you.
Yeah, please.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
All right, so I guess we're chasing everything with s'mores Bailey's. now.
Bailey's.
But anyhow. Oh, Fox. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding.
Oh man. So
Let's get it going.
into wrestling. Welcome to the chat, Billy, Fox V. So talking about wrestling. What do you need?
Bailey's.
Of course you do.
I don't think I poured enough in my cup.
What's up? Hey, Z-Miz, welcome, man. So Bray
Yes.
recently has wrestled his first match.
Pissed off Fox family.
Yeah.
Not the SmackDown Fox
What
family.
the F?
Oh, yeah. No. The Fox fans. No. Whatever.
Billy
and his wife.
What is this crap?
But yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so had a live event, match against Jinder Mahal.
Ugh.
Where's he been?
Dark
But,
matches.
He finished with Sister Abigail.
Okay.
Now on SmackDown Friday night, he used the mandible claw on a random cameraman
Interesting.
after he kind of went into a trance. So
Yeah, I'm going to align with you guys. Or what you said in the chat earlier, Elliot, about the dark match. I mean, the guy's got to get working. He got to get working before he makes his, long-awaited comeback on television, right?
yeah,
So
sure.
He's got to be in shape. Got to, and there's a difference between shape and ring shape, right? We know
Absolutely.
that. We know that from experience. So, yeah, I'm for it. It's just the difference is today you have an ability for it to get leaked out everywhere and ruin certain people's perceptions. God bless the internet, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad to see he went over. He looked good from what I saw. Looked like he was in good shape. So yeah, I'm all for it. What do you think, Johnathan? He's got to get some work in some way.
Yeah. I don't really have much of a problem with it. I think it's if he's gonna be in the big match, or like it's been rumored that they're doing the blackout match, and it come out recently that they might be partnering with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's supposed to re-release Pitch Black, and that they're gonna
which was gross.
I think
Are they partnering with Vin Diesel also?
I think they are changing the flavor
Because it was gross.
a little bit to more citrusy, but
More grapey.
I think if you have that much anticipation about Bray coming back, he definitely needs to have some sort of action to get some rust off.
Said
before
nobody ever, Billy.
That's Billy's favorite flavor.
Nobody ever said that.
But I think I don't see as much of a problem with it. I mean, it was nice for the fans that were in attendance, but I think it was just meant to give him some action before he has a match on TV.
What is this? What is this stuff in it? Is it like graham cracker?
I mean, it's s'mores. I would assume so.
Is it actual graham cracker?
I don't know. I just drank it.
Man, this is going to be like your Pepsi experience.
What is this stuff floating in my
It
cup?
says delicious flavors of rich chocolate, graham crackers, and toasted marshmallows.
We were about to talk. You're about to say something.
We're about to toss, all right.
I don't see nothing in mine. What is in yours?
I had a weird texture coming in my drink. It was different.
Ugh, what?
So Monday Night Raw. I mean, there's not much really to talk about.
Yeah,
it was
best of 2022.
best of 22. So anybody have a best of 22 moment? I mean, I have one that sticks out right immediately to me.
Brock with the tractor sticks.
That was
a huge moment for me.
Cody coming back for
Yeah.
sure. The WrestleMania
second.
entrance.
That's exactly what it
Second
is.
place, first loser.
But I mean, thoroughly impressed with Stone Cold's match too. I mean, it was
What?
yeah, exactly. way better than what I.
Was this a best
Wait.
of 22 or best of Raw 22?
I think it's 22.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure.
I could be wrong, but I think it's 22 because because Cena
Yeah, they're doing the
they're
SmackDown stuff.
doing SmackDown. I know.
Gotcha.
But
Oh,
no, I think
Billy, good call.
Austin's match didn't have any business being as good as it was.
And dude, so what's interesting about the whole Stone Cold thing is, and I'm a big Stone Cold guy. I know you guys are big Stone Cold fans.
That's a fair point, Zach. Z-Miz.
Sorry, Zach got me off kilter, but I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the whole thing with Stone Cold. So the cool thing with Stone Cold is like now he really lets us into his personal life. Like he lets us into his workout. Like if you watch his Instagram, you watch what he posts, dude. This guy is going nuts, clanging and banging.
Yeah.
So something's about to
He's steroid free.
something. Yeah, they all are. So is Dwayne
He
Johnson.
might not be the Rockiest.
Oh Jesus, please.
He might not be now after Black Adam's failure.
I feel bad.
I do feel a little bad.
I do. You should because you dogged it the whole time.
Well, I could see the writing on the wall.
I actually didn't mind Black Adam, but I guess numbers speak a different language. But yeah. So the whole thing about Stone Cold, man, I love being able to watch him post on Instagram correctly, and just get to see like all of his workout and like how he's staying in ring shape, and he's huge. He's big, dude, real big. So I'm pretty stoked to see what he's gonna do again.
He's swole like Joe.
Because he's gonna do some sort of match, right? So
Think so?
yeah, man. There's no way Stone Cold doesn't get back in the ring. He got that, bro. The thing is about a worker, man. Once you, what happened?
Keep talking.
I agree, Zach. I didn't agree with the statement before that about WWE, but I agree with the Black Adam statement.
The thing with wrestling, man, like it's in your blood, and you step away for so long. It's like a drug. You get back in it, and you do it again just one time, and it's like, you got to start. It's cocaine. You gotta keep doing.
Sorry,
it.
I've never done that.
Give me some more Baileys.
Oh man.
So Zach didn't like it. Black Adam.
I liked it.
It was cheesy.
It was, but that's what I didn't like about it.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was supposed to be. To me, it was supposed to kick off the next chapter of the DC.
It was a one and done.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Zach.
But that's why you enjoyed it the second time. I think you watched it because you
I was
saw it
awake.
the first time and you knew it was going to be cheesy going into it the second time. So you were like, oh, I can appreciate it for what it was. But the first time you didn't expect it to be cheesy.
Well, and I slept.
He missed 40 minutes of the first movie.
I don't think he missed 40 minutes. He
definitely-
claimed he missed 40 minutes. But
Well,
we know he also claims that has been asleep a lot longer sometimes before.
Sir, there was no Delta 8 or anything else of the matter involved. I mean, definitely...
we've been on the air for 20 minutes now.
Okay,
You
dude.
talked about cocaine, Delta 8, alcohol.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Zach Z-Man says it was Sharknado on steroids. B movie with a lot of money behind it.
I mean, it really was. It lost a lot, too. You know,
Yeah.
That's a shame, dude, because I don't think... And it really surprised me because The Rock is, the number one actor in Hollywood or the highest paid actor in Hollywood, whatever, for a movie like that to...
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, for a movie of his to perform the way it did or did not, it's kind of took me by surprise.
Do you still think it performed well? I think it's kind of crazy that we say, hey, it didn't perform as good as it should have, and they still made as much money as they made.
But they didn't make a whole lot of money. I mean,
Well, because of the money they put into it,
marketing
yeah.
and stuff.
That's a good point.
Final numbers were that it lost over $100 million.
Loss?
Lost.
I thought they were breaking even.
Well, that's according
That's
to
what The Rock said.
Ah,
or he said that they were going to make some money, but it's come out since then, and seems somebody's math's not adding up.
It just surprised me, man. It really did surprise me. Well, what can you do? On to the next one.
But I think you can tell, kind of to Billy's point, it's it made its way to HBO Max pretty quick. I mean,
Yep.
you look at Top Gun and how
That's a
much money it made, and it took Top Gun just
hit Paramount.
Just hit Paramount like this week. So did Black Adam, but Black Adam came out months after Top Gun. So
I watched Top Gun again today. That's like number 26. I love it. I watched it with my 18-month-old, and she sat in my arm, watched the whole movie with me. Didn't move. I said, oh, yeah. That's movie of the year.
I think so.
It's untouchable. I go back and look at
Untouchable, friend.
I enjoy Black Panther a lot. I know you haven't got to see it yet, but
That's coming this week.
But Top Gun was my favorite movie so far this year.
And dude,
But I'm going to see Avatar this week, so we'll see how that.
you're absolutely right too when we talk about Top Gun, about the scene, the time trial scene is fantastic. Like, it was unbelievable. I watched that scene from your perspective today, of that it's the best scene in the movie. And when it was done, I was like, that was pretty good.
I mean, that was to me that was the whole movie is action packed, but that was the moment where the climax started. Like, it was like, okay, like now we're getting into it. We're hitting that stride. It's all uphill from here.
Yeah, that was a good point in the movie, for sure. You know what part I liked? I liked Bob. I remember Bob.
What's your call sign, Bob? It says Bob. It was a good movie.
Yep.
Um,
I started watching, so this is not any indication to the movie because I stayed up way too late Christmas morning. We got done opening gifts, and then I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to watch Glass Onion. So I cut it on, and I was so tired I did not make it past 5 minutes. But I've heard it was really, really good. So I'm going to go back and watch it probably tomorrow or Thursday.
What anything else happened? Going back to wrestling. Anything?
Not so much. It's wrestling related. It's not nothing that happened on any of the show. But they Peacock released the Ric Flair documentary yesterday or 2 days ago.
I heard it was
I
good.
watched it. It was really good.
Yeah, that's what someone else posted about that and said it was really good.
There's a scene that I got to cut on for you guys after we get done with the show because they talk about like when Flair came back and fought Taker and kind of had his resurgence in his career. They were overseas and they were like, some of the fans just weren't buying it. And I don't remember where they were at, but the fans were heckling Flair so bad. I mean, it was like it felt like I was watching the backyard wrestling stuff that we watched with the light tubes, and it was that kind of like the guy in the front row was talking like that. Make him bleed, like all that stuff. But
Z-Miz asked, how has WWE not been outstanding since WrestleMania, by the way?
So I think once Cody got hurt, for me at least, once Cody got hurt, really the only two storylines that I've been completely invested in at all is the Bray storyline and the stuff with the Bloodline. But
Sammy,
other than that,
Uso.
yeah, I mean, and more Sammy than the Bloodline. But other than that, like nothing has really grabbed my attention. I think a lot of the performers that they brought back have been disappointments in what they're been brought back to do. I don't know. I just hadn't been really much of a fan of a lot that's going on.
I'll tell you, I'm not even a big fan of the whole Rhea and Dom.
Oh, no.
Judgment Day gimmick. I'm not a fan of that at all, man. Like, I think that's a waste for me of a lot of good talent. The Judgment Days, my favorite part of the Judgment Days is actually Damian Priest. I'm a big Damian Priest fan.
Yeah.
Punch Martinez, I'm a big fan. Something's got to give here.
I think
we're heading that way.
Yeah, Zach, Z-Miz, to go to your point about Seth, man, he's just he can easily be considered, if not the best wrestler in the world, definitely top 5, top 10 easy. I think gimmick wise, he does great. His in-ring work speaks for itself. He's someone who's.
Seth's my modern day Shawn Michaels. I
can agree with that. He's definitely I love his kind of maniac or whatever type of gimmick you want to call it. I
love the I'm a big fan.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Seth, and I'm not saying that he's been bad this year.
I just feel like he hasn't been outside of Cody. He hasn't been in any real good storylines personally.
Oh, speaking of which,
some good matches with. I mean, his match with Bobby and stuff has been good. I just think it's just been. I don't want to say more of the same with Seth, but Seth's always been good. I just don't think he's elevated any higher. But the thing is, like, I was excited about the Cody stuff. Like, obviously he couldn't help the injury, but that kind of derailed the excitement behind Cody. I was excited about Bray. I'm less excited now. I'm ready for the match. Like, I'm just ready for them to, like,
they drug it out too long.
Yeah, like it was exciting when it happened, and I feel like they've taken too long to get to the next step. That it's kind of starting to lose some of its luster. Anything Sammy touches is gold.
Yeah,
but other than that, I don't know. I just haven't been sold.
Speaking of which, rumors are that when Cody comes back, he's feuding with Seth again.
Yeah, rumors are there's a chance that if The Rock isn't available for WrestleMania, then what we get is Seth versus Drew McIntyre and Cody versus Roman.
They asked Cody about another match with Seth, and he was like that. I think maybe he recorded a segment on Raw or something, but he said that was not, that he wasn't interested in another match with Rollins, that he came here for one thing, and that he wants to get back on track for the championship.
Zach, I am 100% in your corner on that. I've been saying that in a roundabout way. Not so much Impact, but you're absolutely right. They are killing it. But AEW, something's happened with AEW, and I can't quite put my finger on it. It's horrible.
Now I disagree. I've actually enjoyed their shows more since CM Punk has been gone, and since the whole feud. I've enjoyed.
So as
So
much as
bad.
I mean, I'll say I haven't been a fan of WWE's product lately. I also have not been as much a fan of AEW's. Like, there's been, I mean, it used to be like I would do whatever it took to watch Dynamite.
Right.
And, like, when I have missed a few shows now, it doesn't feel the same since Punk's stuff happened. Not just because of Punk, but just, I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, Punk, like, you think back to the last couple months. I mean, Punk's not on TV.
William Regal.
The Regal stuff. I mean, like, Sting had the surgery. I mean, he's always my favorite. So that was why I started watching AEW to begin with, and he only showed up for the pay-per-view. There's just been a lot. You didn't have, as much as I don't really like Kenny, you didn't have Kenny and the Young Bucks on there for a couple weeks or months. But I don't know. AEW's kind of going downhill too. I'm not saying that AEW has been better than WWE. I haven't really been as much of a fan of either one in the last couple months.
And that's when we're in trouble, so something's got to give. I think the best part of Dynamite's, for me, it's been the Elite in the Death Triangle matches. Those have been phenomenal every single week in, week out, and not to mention the amazing Elite entrance with the Kansas song is still epic every single week. I love it. But other than that, man, the rest of the show to me is forgettable.
I mean, when I watch AEW, I enjoy it more than when I watch WWE, but that's probably just because I just enjoy more of the what's going on right now with and the superstars in general. I mean, I think when they push somebody, they really push them. WWE has there's such a big. I mean, both companies I guess suffer from having such a big roster and just not knowing what to do with everybody. But I like the stuff going on with Starks. I mean, I think the problem is that AEW has a good thing going when it comes to building up their homegrown talent, but it gets to a certain point where I feel like their ceiling is capped. Like they get to a certain part where it's like, okay, they're about to bust
either
wide open.
Let them explode, or else
But they're like the fuse is almost about to explode, and then it just stops. Like they derailed the momentum. I mean, it happened with Wardlow. Like him winning the TNT title was such a big thing, and then it's just like, I mean, he's just there now. I mean, there's not I enjoy when he comes out, but he hasn't done anything since he won the belt.
Well, let's talk about that, because tomorrow night he faces, which will be Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. He'll face TNT champion Samoa Joe for a championship match. We also have Ethan Page versus Bryan Danielson, Top Flight versus Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley, Ruby Soho and Will Nightingale versus Anna Jay and Ty Mello, and last but not least, match 6 of the AEW World Trios Championship Best of 7 series. Falls count anywhere.
Gotta have the gimmick. Gotta have the gimmick.
So that rounds up your card for New Year's Bash, New Year's Holiday Bash, something like that.
It's definitely something New Year's. Holiday Bash was last week. New Year's Smash.
New Year's Smash, that's it.
And okay, there's AEW is too gimmicky. And
everybody wants to smash on New Year's.
Okay. Well, the whole gimmicky thing, I like what else are they doing?
I mean, they do that, but
all the tournaments and all the interim champions, and then
they don't have those anymore.
No, but they did up until recently. Then you got the
it's a 2-year-old company.
It's older than that.
3-year-old company.
Yeah. Come on.
Recount the COVID year?
Yeah, they're to me, they're the ones that AEW during COVID is the one that stood out. If you go back and think about it. I was not a fan of the Thunderdome. Don't ever forget that.
Let's catch up on some comments real quick. You got Z-Miz asking, well, then who you watching?
House of Black.
Billy says, but the House of Black is back, which is exciting.
Yep.
Matches are dumb, but I can't stand the Bucks from Z-Miz. He's ever seen the league. Ricky Starks is amazing.
Ethan Page is the best thing that nobody knows about.
Yeah, Ethan Page is he's great. Billy Fox, being they put a ladder for match 7 means it will be tied up tomorrow. Yeah, very, very.
We knew it was going to go one of two ways.
It's very likely, and the Elite's going to pull it out somehow.
In a ladder match. we knew it was going to go one of two ways. It was going to be for a sweep, Boston Red Sox style, or somebody down 3-0 and somebody win 4 in a row.
Neither of those happened.
No.
So we didn't know.
We did not.
Well, that's what I never said that. I never said it was going to be a sweep. We can go back and rewind the tape. I never said that.
You nonchalantly agreed.
No. Definitely not. I can't stand the Elite either, by the way.
Zach can't stand the Elite, right? Isn't it Zach?
Yeah.
That can't stand the Elite?
Z-Miz.
Yeah.
I can't stand the whole best of 7 to begin. If they would have announced it from the
Gimmick,
start
bro.
that it was going to be best of 7, it would have been fine. But I don't like that they had the match
They didn't announce
on the
it.
pay-per-view for the titles, and then after the match was over, it was like, oh wait, hang on a minute, it's going to be best of 7.
That was one.
The winner gets the title, and I was like, okay, well, okay.
That's
Even if they would have announced it right before the match, like, hey, we got to change the plans, this is going to happen, that's fine. But don't wait till the match is over
they're up 1-0
on the pay-per-view to decide that. Okay.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about that they need to tighten up. That kind of stuff. It's just a little. It just seems like it's a little sloppy. So I'm wondering. Okay, so
Dumb.
Tony-
It was all dumb.
Tony did come out and he talked to. I mean, we've talked on the show about Cody maybe playing a much larger part backstage than what.
yes,
Yeah, I mean, like obviously we knew he played a large part, but just really having like him being the kind of glue that held it all together. And Tony come out and talked about Cody recently and said that,
probably cried.
that they lost, that him and Cody were close and that they're still close, but they definitely lost a lot when he left.
They lost the brainchild, and you know what? A lot of people fought back and forth about how important Cody was to AEW, but now you can see it firsthand. What Cody's lack of presence there is really makes him vulnerable, I think, and lots being shown.
So we got a little bit of this or that tonight, Jonathan.
I got
You could get with this.
I got topics ready.
So for those of you who aren't aware, we do a little segment on the show.
We do a lot of segments.
Well, yeah, we do a couple, but we do a little segment called This or That, where Jonathan will give us a scenario, and we basically tell him which one we would, this one or that one, which one we would prefer over the other one, and it starts now.
And it can be, is it wrestling or non-wrestling, right?
It don't matter.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah, we've been doing wrestling, but I think we did one non-wrestling, a couple non-wrestling ones last week, but I have topics for non-wrestling stuff too. But
Feel free to chime in as well, which one you'd prefer in the chat.
That's exactly right, Zach. I agree 100%
Yep.
with that statement.
I've been saying it since the beginning.
And for those who can't see, since Cody Rhodes was the man behind the machine, the Elite will be the reason it falls unless Tony smartens up and realizes that he's the boss and not their friend.
Which I do think he's getting there. I think they're starting to put things in place, but they just need to get on the ball, or else it's going to be too late. The damage is going to be done.
So this or that.
So this one's more not necessarily this or that, but it's just different. We talked about one a couple weeks ago, and I just want to get it. So favorite wrestling theme.
Oh, that's so good.
You first. I started last week.
Bro, like just pick one?
Yeah,
Like theme music.
A few. We can do a few.
My Lord.
And it could be your favorite from just when you hear it, it automatically makes you think of a certain person, or it can be your favorite as just
Okay. So Undertaker's You're Gonna Pay was amazing with lyrics. Not the instrumental.
done it now and gone and made a big mistake.
Yeah, that was epic. When that theme hit, you just knew it was going down, right? CM Punk's Cult of Personality, I think, speaks for itself. And CM Punk's Ring of Honor theme was absolutely beautiful. I think Austin's Glass Shatter. I mean, I think it's
Which one? Disturbed or the other
not
one?
Disturbed. Not Disturbed. Now, I love that period of time, right? That 2002-ish time frame when they brought on the hard rock with the Rob Zombie with Edge and Disturbed.
Scream if you want.
I loved it.
I want more.
And then I think my favorite theme of all time is actually the Fabulous Freebirds. Is my favorite.
Turn it up. I'm just kidding.
No, that's too cool.
No, that was actually a Sweet Home Alabama.
Banging it.
That was Sweet Home Alabama, but
Fabulous Freebirds, Bad Street USA is my favorite theme song of all time. That's me.
so I'm gonna say one theme that I absolutely will rock out to is actually Baron Corbin's theme.
End of Days.
Yep.
No, is that what it's called? End
Yep.
of Days.
Yep.
The one before.
Yeah. The one before King Corbin and before Happy Corbin and all that, when he was just Baron Corbin. I am the darkness, I am the thunder.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's hard for me not to say Judas. I'm with Chris Jericho. I was more of a CM Punk, This Fire Burns by Killswitch Engage. Let's see.
I just think the Cult of Personality kind of became more synonymous.
Chris Benoit's theme.
Oh yeah, that'll get you going. That's a good one.
Man, there's so many that are just good. You know, Randy Orton's voices. I hear voices in my head. Yeah. And a banger back in the day. Hey, nothing you can say. His first theme. So.
Yeah, I'll say voices. I'll as far as enjoying outside of wrestling, just ones that I can listen to. Batista's "I Walk Alone."
Yeah.
Oh,
I walk alone.
I do the machine gun every time I hear that song.
Kane's theme. What was it?
Slow Chemical.
Yeah, Slow Chemical.
Finger 11. Amazing.
Yeah, as an old school or WCW fan, I love the Wolfpack's theme music.
Wolfpack's back.
But I'm surprised. I mean, but Shane knows. So like Shane and I have a thing with Cena's theme music. It's definitely iconic. But
Yabba dabba doo. No,
I definitely thought it said Yabba Dabba Doo for one. That was the first. That's how it came about because I messaged Shane something. And I was like, that's why like The Rock said something about Fruity Pebbles, and Shane was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Yabba Dabba Doo," and he was like, "No, it's definitely does not say that."
Purple shirt.
So that's where it came from. But me and Shane would be working events and just randomly like we'd be playing music on the like as loud as we could on the speaker, and going into the queue, like one of us would put My Time Is Now in the queue, or I would, not one of us, and then like at the most random times, like it would be listening to like classic rock, and then like all these people he'd be singing, all these people would stare, and the next song come on and it'd be like doo, 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 and Shane's face would get so red and he'd be like, "I'll quit, I'm done."
I'd have to go hide, bro. We're in the middle of these fairs with 10, 12,000 people, and all of a sudden here, oh God.
But we also went. One day last year, Carolina Clemson week. We rode downtown Columbia on game day, Carolina Clemson game day, with the windows down in our truck, with the speakers blasting, playing between Ric Flair and John Cena, just playing it for all the people tailgating. But
which we lost.
But we also had people. People would be riding by, and they were like,
"Yeah, they know
word life."
Actually, interesting thing, Zach. That theme actually belonged to the Patriot, Del Wilkes, before Kurt Angle stole it.
Slight difference, but yeah,
it's the same song.
I mean, I won't disagree that it's not. It was definitely a WCW. WCW-esque move.
It's stop. and the extended intro, that extended whatever you call that.
So the Patriots, the whole song says dun 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 dun, where it's the argument that Vanilla Ice used against Queen, right?
It's the same crap.
This says dum 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 da da dum dum. Dum 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 da da dum. Mine says dum 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 da da dum 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 da da dum. Oh, you win, Vanilla.
Crap. Who cares? Kurt made it great. You suck. Absolutely.
What about
There's no denying that.
R.I.P. Dale.
Vince McMahon's theme song?
No chance. I'd like it.
And he's had that song forever. That's when you know it's a classic, right? If you can keep the same exact song for the majority of your career.
Shane McMahon, here comes the money. Here we go.
Epic.
So what song hits and you get the most excited for? Like if it played out of nowhere.
I know your favorites is Brock Lesnar.
God
dang it, I believe it.
Oh, it hits.
It hits. All right.
Well, so for me, anytime I hear the doom,
Taker.
Yeah. And honestly, I kind of get almost the same reaction if I hear dun 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 ba 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 da da.
Daniel Bryan?
Goldberg.
I can't stand Goldberg. That's tough, man. I would say probably every time, like if I hear it,
Time to play
every
the game.
Yeah, it's H's.
I was gonna say it's got to be one that starts like strong, like the gong or the glass breaking. Mine would probably be the rocks. Like I think it could be dead silent.
He's had a couple.
If you, this place would go nuts.
He's
I mean,
had a
that's the
couple
way
good
I
ones
feel,
though.
yeah.
I can agree with that.
Remember the real good one? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
The Rock says,
Know your role.
and shut your mouth. The Rock says, know your dang role.
I think, yeah, Rock's is real good, man. Especially when it's a quiet arena. When they introduced him as the special guest host of WrestleMania that one year, what was it 20? Was it 29?
16?
What? No, 29.
He was back in 2016 for something.
Oh, I thought you said WrestleMania 16. I was like, wait a minute, no. Yeah, the whole arena was like, who is it? And then it just
If you smell,
goes nuts. So yeah,
the
that's a
Rock.
good one.
Doom, doom.
I like it. All right, that was this or that one. What you got?
Uno mas. Rock Hollywood.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Is cooking.
All right, so this one's non-wrestling related.
Elliot's first.
LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
I hate
LeBron James.
I know. And I am a Laker fan. I wish he would get the frick out of Hollywood. Get out of Los Angeles. I can't stand LeBron James. I am.
Shut up, Billy.
You're telling the fans to shut up. You're such a heel. No, but like, you sound like George South. Shut up, Billy.
Shut up. Your mom hates you. Shut up. That's what George South would say.
Your mom should have swallowed.
Oh, God.
No, but like,
That's horrible.
no.
Of course he has all the numbers. He's played 9 years longer.
I look back.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, Billy.
Here we
I
go.
know. Thanks for reminding me.
Sick. But I mean, I look at like the players that were also in the league when Jordan played, and when LeBron's playing, and just that generation, man, just had the more tenacious, like aggressive, physical ball players. Michael didn't lose a championship. He 6-0.
He also didn't get there every year.
Right.
LeBron's pretty much got there every year.
Well, he ain't winning them. He's been there a lot. he's like the Tom Brady.
You got to remember, LeBron's been in the league almost 20 years.
So I'm torn because my argument's always been in MJ's favor, and I don't like Dirk Nowitzki. I never have.
Nowitzki,
whatever.
Dirk, get the man credit.
But he came out recently and said that his argument's always been Jordan. But if LeBron passes Kareem for most points, he was like, I'm starting to run out of arguments as to why Jordan would be better. And I understand LeBron's played longer, but if you use that argument, I mean, it's the same thing with Barry Sanders. Like, Barry Sanders could have been the greatest of all time, but his career was a lot shorter than a lot of other running backs. So, like, you also have to put the fact that LeBron has played that long.
So, let's look at comparison.
I mean, he's been the top for that long.
Elliot's the number, like,
so
Elliot's got him probably pulled up on his phone side by side.
LeBron 20 seasons in. MJ played 15. MJ's got 6 rings. LeBron's got 4. MJ's always with one team. LeBron's been in 15 playoffs. MJ 13.
Include all the stats here, not just interceptions.
No.
Interceptions and fumbles get included.
I'm reading everything.
Turnovers.
I'm reading everything. LeBron 18 All-Star appearances. MJ 14. Season MVPs. MJ 5. LeBron 4. Finals MVP. MJ 6. LeBron 4. All NBA first team, MJ 10, LeBron 13.
Another thing to look at too is what did it take for LeBron to win? I mean, you could say that's where the big 3 started, was with LeBron, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
think what was it?
It
was
was
in Miami.
It was LeBron, D Wade,
Bosh.
Chris Bosh. I mean,
But that was the big quote unquote big three.
I say you
But-
had the
but don't
people
forget.
in
Who else
Boston.
is on that
but
team?
was the-
All NBA teams: LeBron 18, MJ 11. All defensive first team: MJ 9, LeBron 5. All defensive team total selection: MJ 9, LeBron 6. Defense player of the year: MJ 1, LeBron 0. Scoring leader: MJ 10, LeBron 1. Assist leader: LeBron 1, MJ 0. Steals leader: MJ 3, LeBron 0. Rookie of the year: they both got Rookie of the Year. Points per game: MJ 30.1, LeBron 27.1. Rebounds:
And then also look at what Michael Jordan. People, this is overshadowed, man, a lot. Look at what Michael Jordan did statistically as a member of the Washington Wizards at the stage in his career. He was he in his 40s? He must have been 41-ish. And he was averaging 25 points a game. You know, people forget about that.
LeBron's got 319 more total games in his career.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. He's got 5,500 more points than MJ. But I mean there's a ton more stats we can go over.
Just in regular seasons alone, that's 4 regular seasons. 4 whole regular seasons.
Well, 20 to 15. 20 seasons to 15 seasons.
Yeah.
I think one of
the
those.
math checks out.
What's that?
Jane was saying, about 4 seasons, and you were like 15 to 20. I said, yeah, that math checks out.
Yep. Well, I just did it 319 divided by 82. It's a little less than 4 seasons, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I hear the name Michael Jordan, I would quiver if I was on the court with him. Like, I wouldn't know. Like, I can't stand LeBron. God, I hate LeBron James. And he signed an extension. I was like, God dang it.
He's going to end up playing tight end for the Cowboys.
We're good. We got Dalton.
He's he's wanting to play with his son, at least Bronny. But he's even thinking about if he can allow, if his health stays up, even playing with his middle son. So
Yeah, he's going to make LA draft him.
very possible. Well, that's it. That's all we got for.
That was it? Just 2?
I mean, I got more.
That was 3.
We can do as many as we want.
That was theme song? Oh.
That was 3.
Oh, well.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Seemed like 2 to me.
Yeah.
Two to me too.
That was 3. You did theme song. You did LeBron and MJ, and then you also did Well, with theme songs we did like 5 apiece.
Those 2.
So yeah.
What's the third one, Johnathan? That Bailey's is good.
Your preference, AJ Styles or Finn Balor?
AJ Styles. Hold on.
Z-Miss. It was only 2.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I like them both. And to me, stylistically, they're different too.
Stylistically. Sorry.
Yeah. I've followed AJ's career more, so I'm going to say AJ.
I definitely go AJ. To me, it's not even comparable. I look at, because he was the Sting to WCW. He was that in Impact or TNA. Like he was the guy in Impact.
Sting was Sting in Impact.
Yeah, come on.
He wasn't the banner.
I know.
Yeah.
When you think Sting, you think
was
WCW.
the face that runs the place.
Exactly. And I look at the stuff he did, even in New Japan, and the stuff he did in WWE. He's done in WWE, and how he was received by the crowd.
The
that
house
Royal Rumble.
that AJ Styles built.
Yeah, like the crowd tells you, and you can't, dude. If you go back and watch that cinematic, that graveyard match or boneyard match with Taker, and like just listen to some of the things he says in the match, it is hilarious. There's a reason Taker wanted to work with him. I mean, he is the guy. It's absolutely amazing, and to see what he's still doing at this stage in his career, at the level he's doing it, I don't think it's even close. I'm going AJ Styles.
So I like watching AJ more from a wrestling standpoint in the matches. I think he's put on countless matches since he's been with WWE that have been phenomenal. But presentation, I think I go with Balor just because of the demon stuff. Like, it just adds a whole nother dynamic. But I think a lot of the luster for Balor has fallen off a little bit because of the way WWE has treated him. Like, he had the match with Roman when the turnbuckle gave out. Killed the,
feng shui.
Yeah,
whole
the
match
character. Like, what the whole match after that was, it was like, the AEW barbed wire match or whatever?
Oh.
It was like one of those things. Like, it was like, oh my God, okay, like that's how you're ending this? Like, it makes no sense. But
I think you remember Eddie Kingston's reaction to the blown up match?
Where he was laying on top, like,
because he didn't know how bad it looked. He's like, oh.
But
oh man, sorry.
I would go with AJ. I mean, AJ's the one that I would choose out of the two. But
What about
I do
a promo
think
wise?
Balor's.
Who'd you rather listen to a promo? AJ Styles give a promo or Balor?
AJ, easy.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand the way Finn sounds.
Well, I mean, AJ kind of got that southern draw, and then Balor's got that Scottish,
Irish.
Irish.
Yeah, I can get behind AJ's
Balor Club. Balor, I can't do it. How's he say it?
Balor. It's the Balor Club.
I can't stand the name Finn Balor. I never could, dude. That's Prince Devitt to me. Prince Devitt, what do you want to call him? Yeah. I'm going Zach like that. Thank you, Zach. But AJ for sure.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like I said, I think presentation Finn takes it, but overall, I've got to go with AJ.
Cool.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
We got to do something about that.
On the same Soraya.
We got to do something about that.
See what I did there?
You want some more Jameson?
No. No, especially if it's chased with butterscotch snaps and snops or
But I do have
like a snap pea.
a request for everybody in the chat right now for a future show.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody can take a second to just write in the chat, I'd like to know what you would consider, like if you were to, from like the 80s to now, how you would break down the eras in WWE. So like obviously we have the Attitude Era, but like each era, like just name them out.
Get the F out. Era.
For this topic for another time.
Ruthless aggression.
So that's what, you got Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression, but like
PG era.
stuff like that. But before the Attitude Era, what would you?
And new era.
How would you rate them?
Like the hat.
You're talking about kind of the 80s, 85 to 90.
Early 90s. I would consider early 90s and like 80s two different eras.
Yeah.
Like the Hulkamania, I guess, era when it first started, and then the early 90s.
I'd have to do some thinking on it. Like I couldn't just spitball that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to call.
Yeah, guys, be thinking on that. Post in chat. Let us know.
Because that'll be I have something for a breakdown on another show, but I just need how the fans would break down the.
Cool.
Well, guys, that is it for this or that. And before we continue, guys, we're going to take a quick pause to thank our sponsors. And guys, know that this podcast is brought to you by Day Soul Coffee Lab out of Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all, I consider myself a coffee connoisseur. I absolutely love coffee, and I have found what I believe to be the absolute best coffee out there. With Day Soul Coffee Lab, you can be sure to get coffee that's super smooth and always fresh roasted. Some of the best, if not the best, coffee you'll ever drink. So swing over to their website, daysoulcoffeelab.co, and use promo code LOWDOWN to get 10% off your order. They even have a subscription option where they'll deliver coffee directly to you every month. So guys, it's a no-brainer. If you're going to drink coffee, you might as well make it great coffee. So guys, head on over there, use promo code LOWDOWN, and get your discount. What is up, guys? We are back with the second part of the Lowdown Popcast. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Everyone who's in the chat been tuning in, we appreciate it. Man, it's been...
I can't wait for the day for that phone to ring. Somebody calls in.
Yeah, guys, that is completely up to you. You want to call in? All you have to do is hit that little phone button, call it, and all we have to do is accept it. Pretty simple. But here we are, hour 2, and man, we've got some exciting stuff happening. Been through some wrestling talk. But we're at what I kind of feel like it's probably one of my favorite parts of the show. I know Shane loves it.
Shane loves everything. I'm a lover.
Speaking of things Shane loves.
Wait a minute.
I do
floppy,
have some.
floppy pickles.
Oh gosh, hope not. Pickle flavor Pepsi.
We were speaking of pickles, real quick. We were at I was at lunch today with my mom and with the family, and she ordered fried pickles, and they put them on the middle of the table, and she was sitting beside me, and there was one empty seat beside her, and I was like, I'm gonna need you to move those to the other. It was smelled so strong.
Oh, I was gonna say you ate one, didn't you?
Oh God, no.
What's it gonna take for you to eat a pickle?
I don't know, because when they set them down, Mom was like, "You don't like?" I was like, "You got to move those." And she was like, "You don't?" I was like, "No, I don't like the way they smell. I like the way they taste." And then my wife was like, "He'd probably rather eat doo-doo than pickles." And I was like, "I mean,
Well, those are called stink pickles."
Tough decision to make. I do not like pickles at all.
We'll get them to eat a pickle one day.
But just snacks in general. So Milky Way, Twix, Reese's, or Warheads. Pick one.
Reese's.
Wait
a minute. Oh, are we sharing?
Yeah.
Oh, Reese's.
It's Reese Big Cup.
I don't know how I want to do a Warhead. Ooh. Is it dill versus bread and butter? No, it's pickle, period. Like a period pickle.
Split that between the two.
Period pickle.
You got 2 over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna split this one too.
So this is something Johnathan likes to do. He likes to find out the most unique snacks. You know, it could be anything flavored, limited edition.
So we'll try them all before the end of the show. But I have a Reese Big Cup with Reese Puffs. I have cookie dough Twix, cookie dough Milky Way, and then
Which one is this? The same thing?
Yeah, with Reese Puffs.
All right. Boom.
Floppy versus Stiffy. Wait a minute.
First of all, we verified last week, Billy, it was flaccid pickle, not floppy pickle.
Oh,
That is the correct term.
That was sick. What a sick conversation.
First of all, the big cup, the big cup with the Reese's peanut butter puffs, banging.
Jonathan's making a mess. Somebody help him.
Bro, just eat the thing. Eat the whole thing.
I said I was gonna split this one too.
No, we're good.
We've already split it.
Yeah, we wait on to the next. So where are we at here? My favorite segment. You guys are just look at each other's fingers.
Wrong again. Oh, looks like Mama's wrong again.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look at you over there brushing your tooth. I have tried the Reese with potato chips.
And my favorite one was the one I just had, but I can't remember what it was.
The Reese's with peanut butter puffs?
No. The one I sent a picture of.
Oh,
it was a Reese's
peanut butter with peanuts in it.
Peanut brittle.
Yes, yeah. It was a Reese's peanut brittle cup, and it was out of this world. I love Take 5. What?
I'm trying to think what Take 5 is. I don't think I ever had one.
Candy bar.
Well, I knew that. You jerk hole. Touch hole.
You
touch hole.
Jackass.
You're
gonna need some suntan lotion. Yeah, it's one of your favorite movies now, isn't it, Elliot? Happy Gilmore.
Yep. Favorite part is, oh man, it's it's pretty much indestructible. It's made of wood. So I hate caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah, sure.
Caramel.
Caramel.
That'd be wrong.
You would be wrong.
You would be wrong.
Caramel is Carmel. Caramel is Caramel.
It's definitely caramel. Anyway, let's get going. What we got here? What's our segment?
So this is a segment in which Shane, being the movie buff he is, will be asked to give his own IMDb rating of a specific movie that all of us have probably seen. Johnathan will give the name of the movie or the name of the TV series. And,
I'll rate it,
yeah, he'll rate it.
and we'll compare it. Now, I like to say that, like, whatever score I pick for a movie or show, I like to be within 0.5 of the Internet Movie Database or IMDb rating. So we'll go from there. Black Adam rules. Solid 5.5. Well, let's go. What's up, John? What we got?
Back to the Future.
Ooh. Marty McFly.
The first one?
Yeah, the OG.
That's a solid 7. I would probably say 7.3. Something tells me I undershot it, but I just think it spawned a generation, man, and several. They're all good.
The fact that
I think it's gonna be
it was from the 80s and there's T-shirts and everything with it. I'm gonna say probably 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's up there. So I undershot it big time.
Yes, you did.
8.3.
8.3.
Mm-hmm.
No, 8.5.
Yeah, it was
even higher.
It's super good. It's just I'm not a fan of it. You know, I know I'm like probably getting ready to get daggers thrown at me.
You just said you're not a fan of it?
I'm not. I'm really not. It's everything is out of 10, Zach. IMDb's out of 10. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it why it's rated so high, but I'm never a big fan of can't think of his name.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, the Shakes. Yeah,
It's awful. Yeah, he shakes a lot.
that's all I know him as, the Shakes. Well, all right, what's the next one?
E.T.
Ooh.
That's up there too. 8.2, 8.1. Again, another classic. E.T. phone home, little finger and everything.
Why, just the way he said it, I pictured. Run CFC, beep, beep, toot, toot. You said it so sarcastically. E.T. phone home.
When I think of E.T., I think of Stone Cold E.T. Yeah.
What you say, E.T.?
But yeah, 8.1, 8.2. Again, another cult classic. Steven Spielberg film, right?
Yep.
Spielberg film. So yeah.
Recently had their 30 or 40 anniversary, something like that.
Young Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yep.
How forgettable.
I'm gonna say 8.2.
What'd you say?
I said 8.2, 8.1.
7.9.
So I'm there.
So close.
So yeah, man, Foxy don't like E.T. 6.7. Yeah, that's typical 80s movie.
And just an FYI, if this is your first time hearing this segment, this is what we believe. It's not our personal score. It's what we believe IMDb has scored it as. So listen,
Which I do think we need to start incorporating like our scores in there somewhere, just so we can.
My personal score for ET is probably a 6. 6.2.
Close there with Fox.
I enjoyed the ride at Universal more.
Because I think the segment started with Shane.
It's a 4, bro, because that ride sucks.
Oh, blow you.
That ride is trash.
The segment started with Shane saying that his score would
You're
be
trash.
would be within would be within half a point of IMDb. So it was his score, not what he thought IMDb was.
Yeah.
So
What I'm explaining to them though is because they're like, 6, just. Yeah, that's the whole point of the segment, like you said. He's so spot on with his stuff that
it's within half a point.
Because it all started with that I find myself too aligned with IMDb scores. That's pretty much what it is.
You're like, anything above 6, I love. And then we're like, well, this is a 5.4.
That's a great
I love
movie. That. Yeah. By the way, the ET ride is awful. How do you like
dude.
that, dude? It is horrible. You must have not went on it recently.
I went on it back in I don't know, November or October.
Yeah, and it was horrible.
That was great.
It's awful. It's
Great for my kids.
It's the worst. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about you.
No, I love it. I love it because of my kids.
That was no part of the conversation.
You didn't ask.
Okay. Well, that ride sucks. Next.
They're the Cowboys.
Wrong.
The Indian in the cupboard.
Oh,
Omri in Littlefoot or Little Bear. Littlefoot. No, that
Taking
was
it back a little
Littlefoot was
bit.
land before time.
Littlefoot was there before Little Bear.
Littlefoot.
Oh, dude, the conversations between that cowboy and the Indian, a bloomin' Indian. You know, that whole movie was hilarious. No, that's what he said. He was kind of if you go back, he did have some things in that movie.
That's what he said.
Wow, that's tough
Wow.
because
Different cowboy, different movie.
really liked it. I'm gonna say 6.8
6'2".
because I think it had a generation that just swears by that film.
6.0.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
Cha-ching.
So it's above a 6. I love it.
Exactly. I agree, Billy.
Yeah, I'm with Zach. Is that
Gigantor. Welcome to the chat, Eclipse Cool Heart.
Eclipse the Cool Heart? Oh, Eclipse Cool Heart.
Yep.
Oh. What else you got?
All right.
I do love. I am an Indian in the Cupboard fan.
So a movie that came out about the same time, close
Uh-oh.
to the same time, but a movie I love,
Nutty Professor.
Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, Rookie. of the Year.
Rowan Gardner. That one.
Yeah.
That one.
I will say 6'5". I love the movie.
Chet Stedman. Who played Chet?
The mean stinky
Busey. Gary
Is it
Busey.
Gary Busey or was it Nick
Yeah.
Nolte?
No, it was Gary
It was
Busey.
Busey, and then you had
He is hilarious.
So was Nick Nolte.
Daniel Stern,
Daniel
Marv
Stern.
from Home Alone.
Again, I think that elicited a cult classic, cult following. I would honestly, on my scale, I'm giving that a solid 7.0.
Rocket. Give him
Because-
the mean stinky chatter. Pictures
got a big butt. Pictures. I'm giving it a solid 7. I think the actors, a young Thomas Ian Nicholas, who that was him in all the American Pie movies. He's hilarious.
Major League is a more mature baseball movie. Billy.
I'm going 7.0.
Although
man.
I love it. Wow, dang. I said 6'5" or something like that.
He gave that the low ball. That's got to be a 7.
6.1.
Jesus, I'm off my game.
You are off your
But
game.
man, that movie's so good.
You want some more? You want some more, Bailey's?
Pass the Baileys. Yeah. There's just so many funny lines in that movie.
Major League is good. I agree, Billy.
So I got two more for today.
All right.
You have no marbles.
Hey, I've been within 1.0 of everything. But
Yeah, that's not the.
You can't change the rules.
Well, that's kind of what it started out to be, accidentally.
What's the name of the game? I win.
Yeah, I said that in somebody's post the other day. What's the name of that game?
Uno with a 6-year-old. I win.
Go.
The Notebook.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Mine too.
Probably one of my favorite. No, it is my favorite. If you want to call it chick flick. Bro, if you think about it, it was a movie spawned from a book, right? So those are never
Nicholas Sparks.
usually done full justice, right? But I think the actors and
You read the
Ryan
book?
Gosling. No, of course not.
No.
I think that are you kidding me?
It's on the nose. It's perfect rendition of the book. You seen it? Nope.
You never saw Notebook?
No, I'm telling you. You read the book? Nope.
Oh,
Perfect rendition.
I would say honestly, man, that has got to be a 7.7. It was really well done.
Almost
Ryan Gosling was so good. The chick, what's her name?
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her, but she did.
Eclipse Cool Heart, let us know what you think. I'm thinking Notebook is
This is like Card Sharks, bro.
8-4.
What? Oh, I would be pissed. What do you got?
So I will say that The Notebook is definitely my favorite, like romantic, like you said chick flick. I'll just say like, romantic movie. But 7.8, it was a little lower than what I thought it was going to be.
Okay, so I was there. I did okay. What did I say? 7.4 or 7.7? What did I say?
Something.
I said 7.4 or 7.7.
You're within a 0.5.
So I think my favorite romantic movie is those Porky's.
Well, that explains a lot with you. You also like American Pie. So
Miss Ballbreaker. Yeah. You ever
Gosh. Next.
All right,
I love Porky's.
Last one. Get back on track here.
It is on track.
Transformers, the original.
I'm Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. I do that to my son every time it's time to go. I'm like, all right, Postons, roll out.
I'm trying to
I'm going to say 7-2.
picture it because I see the second one. Was the second one Revenge of the Fallen? Was that 2?
Something like that.
Planet Dirt. That one. That's Revenge of the Fallen.
Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox in the first one.
Revenge of the Fallen was the second one.
Okay, so the first one
Was Transformers,
okay.
the movie.
I'm gonna do.
Josh Duhamel, Tyrese.
They were all in them. 7.6.
It was not Tesseract. Tesseract, right?
The one that was hidden. It was hidden in the cave.
Or did they call it something else? Well, no, it wasn't in the cave. It was in didn't they have it stored at a government facility or something?
Oh, inside the Hoover Dam.
Yeah,
that was the first one.
Yeah.
7.6. I think that was my favorite of the series. I get those mixed up pretty easily. Who's a hottie? She's a hottie.
Oh, talking about Megan Fox.
Ugh, God.
You're just saying that because you have the same last name.
Your cousin? It's my sister.
My sister's
Dirt.
hot.
You don't think Megan Fox is good looking?
No, never.
Really?
Never under any circumstances, drunk or sober.
That is correct.
Never was a fan of Megan Fox. Never thought she was attractive.
I think she's pretty.
I think
I think she's pretty.
I like her better than Ninja Turtles.
there's 2 women in Hollywood I think are beautiful. And that was Alexandra Daddario. Yes.
Amy Schumer.
Rosie O'Donnell.
I only said Rosie. You used to call women ugly, fat slobs. Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh gosh, that's horrible.
Sorry. No, Alexander Daddario, and then I forgot the second one. So there you go. But it wasn't Megan Fox.
Amy Schumer.
No. She works at the tea place.
What?
Never mind. That's a joke off air. Well, look
what?
Look at your co-host. He's choking down there. His veins popping out of his head.
What about Gal Gadot?
I'm not a huge fan. Gal Gadot. Sorry, guys.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that she is coming back in Fast 10.
Didn't she die?
We didn't see her die. She just fell off the plane.
Allegedly.
We also seen Hun get hit by a car, and he supposedly died, and he came back. So
Hey guys, I rolled out.
Oh, good. Paul Walker will be back too.
Roman Reigns.
What about him?
That's Eclipse Cool Heart. They like Roman Reigns.
He is the tribal chief. I do acknowledge him. But that's Alexander Daddario. That's the only one I can think of. There was a second one somewhere.
So who is that?
Alexander Daddario? Oh, you know who she is. She's in all the Rocks movies because I'm pretty sure
she was in San Andreas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I call her eyes.
She's got.
She's in
eyes.
Baywatch.
Yes.
She's
got very pretty eyes.
Yeah.
I call her eyes.
Blue eyes. Yep. Gotcha.
All right. So you said Transformers was what?
7.6. The first one. I think it's lower.
Elliot, what say you?
What's that for?
First Transformers.
I said like 7.4, 7.2, and you said it was in what?
He didn't say yet.
7.0.
Okay.
F.
You suck, Shane.
I'm 0.6. Bro, you got to give that one to me.
No, we don't.
So Eclipse Cool Heart, did you like Roman Reigns in one of the Fast? Which one?
Hobbs and
Shaw. Did you like him in Hobbs and Shaw?
Nobody liked Hobbs and Shaw.
Or are you just referring to him with his wrestling? Just let us know in chat.
Nobody likes Hobbs and Shaw except you, Elliot.
That probably my favorite Fast.
So, oh my God, it's the worst. It's not even a Fast movie.
It's not a slow movie.
See, there goes Zach Burton talking again about disagreeing. It was not bad. It was horrible.
Now, Z-Miz, you're like my spirit animal, man. I agree.
Look up the ratings on that one.
It doesn't matter.
Trash.
You
Piece of trash.
honestly, your ratings have been trash all night.
They're all within 0.8.
One.
They're
1
all-
point.
All within.
Sliding scale.
They're all within 0.10.
Get out of here. Every other week, it's right on to money. You just pick some sucky movies tonight.
That's all my fault. I got it.
Yeah, exactly. Blame it on Johnathan.
All right, fine. Then I'll say one that you said earlier, Nutty Professor.
Sherman.
The one-
Hercules.
The one with Jerry Lewis, or the one with the remake?
Everybody talking about the remake. I don't know nobody talk about the Jerry Lewis movie.
Not Jerry Lee Lewis. That's Great Balls of Fire. That's a WWE pay per view. I love.
You shit my nerve and you out of my brain.
I love Jerry Lewis. He's probably one of my favorite actors. But that movie is funny. That's a 7.2 for me. Eddie Murphy nailed all 9 of his roles in that film.
Shane is wrong again.
I'm going to say 6'4".
No, it's probably higher.
5.7.
FML.
And I didn't pick that one. You picked that movie, sir.
Are even you?
Not my fault.
It's easy cuz you're beautiful.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, Reggie.
That was
Chappelle,
Chappelle.
by the way.
Yes. 5.7.
Your dreadlocks look like locks.
Reggie. He's like,
Reggie?
he's like, Reggie. Ooh. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal.
It's good. Coming to America.
Not a fan.
We'll hit that one next week, maybe. Because
I'll skip.
that is all she wrote for IMDb ratings for tonight. There you go, Johnathan. Your
That
favorite
one
soundbite.
actually didn't scare me that time. I knew it was coming that time.
Yo, that Bailey's on point, bro.
I'm not a fan. I mean, after I saw the maggots or whatever, it's like the Pepsi bottle. Little worms just floating in my
That
cup.
might have already been in your cup from the orange juice.
No, there's no pulp in that orange juice.
No.
That might have been.
No, I think it might have actual graham cracker in it.
It does. Probably. It says it does.
Made with real graham cracker.
It's colored with caramel.
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 What else? Anything?
So we talked movies. So like I said, I think I'm gonna go watch Avatar tomorrow. So we'll be able to sort of talk about that next week. I will be spoiler free.
We gonna try and go see
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yep, this week.
That's a must.
Oh, Babylon. What are you asking about Babylon, Billy?
I have not seen it yet. I do want to check it out.
New movie?
Yes.
Scott, I think Margot Robbie is gorgeous, and she is the lead actress.
Disgusting.
Are you judging that because of how she is as Harley Quinn?
No, that's when she supposedly looks best.
What are you basing that off of then?
You ever seen her without makeup?
Yeah,
Ugh. There you go.
well, I've seen her with makeup too.
Gross. Still gross. But Babylon looks fantastic.
It does look good.
So that's definitely something that's did I tell you guys about the mean
There's
one?
There's a lot coming out. Yes, we talked about the mean one.
I will not see the Winnie the Pooh movie now.
Yes, you will.
No, I
Yes.
will not.
Well, I will, and then we'll compare notes about how compared to the mean one.
I am not going to see any. Oh, it was so bad.
It's not made by the same people.
It's gonna be the same cheese. Not gonna,
that I believe.
bro. It was so bad.
There's a lot of good stuff coming out though.
Oh yeah.
In the next couple weeks, I was trying to see if there was something else playing that I wanted to go watch. The Whitney Houston movie's out. Babylon, the new Puss in Boots movie's out.
You know what
That's a good one for kids.
What I really want to see is that Brendan Fraser movie, The Whale.
I've heard that's a really good movie.
Yeah, dude. They say he's like it's like Oscar worthy.
Yeah,
Winks.
Wonka.
Speaking of Wonka, let's try some more candy right now.
Hey, I'm down.
Let's see. I do want to see the new Matilda on Netflix.
I'm not a fan of Matilda.
What? It's a musical.
I'm not a fan of the original. That's a musical.
That's because it's what's her name? What was her name? I can't remember.
I watched the trailer for the musical.
It looks fantastic.
It looks like trash.
It looks fantastic.
Trash.
What's IMDb say?
Trash.
So I do want to see that. What are you doing? What are these? Are these CBD gummies?
No, they are not.
Why'd you say only take one?
That would be hilarious.
Why'd you say only take one?
I know they're warheads.
Oh. So
I'm not doing this until you do it.
all right. They're not sour though. But let's see. Elliot's over here licking his fingers.
What you got?
Yeah, they're all right.
Shazam. Yes, let's get high. Expendables 4. Anyone want to get high? LOL.
House Party. Absolutely. I want to see that one so bad. When's that release date coming out?
Soon.
We're in
They've been
LeBron's
showing-
house.
Yeah, they've been showing trailers for that.
That is going to be amazing. Definitely going to see Black Panther. I heard Bullet Train was really good, and I have yet to see that one.
I thought you watched Bullet Train.
I don't think so.
That was me.
That was you.
God, where's all those horror movies coming out that I want to see?
What you got?
Still got a while for those.
I'm doing Cities movie.
Megan's
Megan's coming out in like 2 weeks.
No thanks.
10 days.
What do you mean, no thanks?
The Meg.
What about
The
Knock
Meg 2.
What about Knock at the Cabin
With Batista?
with Batista?
Is that a horror movie or
I
a
don't know what it
comedy?
is.
Wait, what's the one that's going to be like Tucker and Dale? Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Plane. I want to see Plane.
Gerard Butler?
Yes.
That's going to be good. Real good. The Meg 2, I'm going to see that just because it's Jason Statham. I like Jason Statham.
I'm Jason Statham.
I'm the transporter.
I'll say, what's his best movie?
Jason Statham? They're all the same. Shut up. They're all the same, bro. You know, one of his favorite roles, a lot of people don't even remember him in. It was a B movie. It was a movie called Cellular. He played the main bad guy.
No,
in
I remember
Cellular.
that.
Yeah, it was a cheesy movie, horrible. But he was my favorite character. That was like the movie I really think I got introduced to Jason Statham.
About Crank.
Where he's banging Amy Smart to keep his heart rate up. That's what it's about, right?
Well, it's a movie's about keeping his heart rate up.
Yeah,
I'm not
well-
saying he's not banging her the whole movie.
He would if he could.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah, not a huge fan. Homefront was a good one. I liked Homefront a lot.
An Italian Job.
Was good. Real good.
Death Race.
Yeah. Shoot, him as Shaw. Him as not in Hobbs and Shaw, but him in the introduction in the Fast series is really good. His
Deckard Shaw.
His one-liners with The Rock in between the cells. You're gonna dig yourself out. I mean, it was. You better get to digging. I mean, there's just a lot of cool corpse between him and The Rock, I think, are hilarious.
What else, guys?
Well, somebody said something about my Cowboys, and I'm already seething now.
Who said something about the Cowboys?
Elliot definitely did. You think because you mumbled it on air doesn't mean I didn't hear it.
Cowboys up.
Yeah, I heard that. Johnathan didn't hear it. I sure did.
I tell you who sucks.
I'm sorry.
The Tennessee Titans.
They're bad, and we got them this week.
Yeah, they're talking about sitting all the starters because whether win or lose, it doesn't impact their playoff stuff. So they said they might just get healthy.
Sitting the starters with 2 weeks left.
It really doesn't. I mean, if they win or lose, like they have to beat Jacksonville the last week of the season. So,
well, before we get to that, we're going to take another quick break. Touch base with one of our sponsors real quick. So stay tuned and come back after about 30 seconds. God's Revolution Nutrition is where community and nutrition meet. Located in Camden, South Carolina, in the heart of Dusty Bend, they offer healthy protein shakes and iced coffees, energizing herbal teas, aloe refreshers, kid-friendly drinks, and positive vibes. Head on over there, use promo code LOWDOWN, mention LOWDOWN Podcast, and get 10% off of your order. And be sure to check them out. What you sipping on today, Johnathan?
Way of the Water.
Way of the Water.
Avatar themed.
Oh yeah, that's a cool thing they do weekly. Is they have a different theme based on pop culture, what's going on in the world. So
it's pomegranate, mango, blue blast, which I think is like blueberry, and strawberry kiwi.
Sounds delicious.
So, guys, if you're in the Camden, South Carolina area or anywhere close by, head on over there. Check them out. Mention the Lowdown and get 10% off your order. And we appreciate their sponsorship. So, we are right here at a segment that I know several of y'all participate in, where we talk to our, as he's proclaimed, soon to be 7-time fantasy football champion. And we get his advice on who to bench, who to start, who to cut. And that starts right about now. Just kidding. So, can't suck any more than my Broncos. Well, you pick who you pick, Billy. All right, quarterback. Who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting this week? We got Josh Allen at Cincinnati, Joe Burrow versus Buffalo, and Justin Fields at Detroit. Who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting?
I think I'm starting Allen this week. He's had a couple down weeks. I think this is going to be coming back. Benching Burrow, and I'll probably cut Fields.
Ain't going to get any argument out of me.
Well, cool.
Josh Allen was the only viable choice in that group.
I mean, I do think Burrow has a good shot at also being the one to start, but Allen's had a couple down weeks. I just think, I think they're vying for a playoff position too. So,
man, speaking of quarterbacks, man, like this past week was my semifinal in my fantasy league, and I was between Geno Smith. I picked up on the free agency because I had Trevor Lawrence and Dak Prescott. And I went with Geno, and man, that cost me everything.
Did you pull out the W or you lost?
No, I lost. I'm in the third place game now this week.
Would it have mattered if you started the other two?
If I started Dak over Geno, that would have got me 16 more points. And then you know who I had on my bench? Cam Akers.
I started Cam.
Good for you. But anyhow, so yeah, two moves cost me the game, cost me the championship.
So I won my matchup 248 to 170.
248
to 170 in the semifinals.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I had my lineup consisted of Dak was my starter.
Okay,
It was a 2 quarterback league, so I got Dak, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, James Conner, Najee. I had Hawkinson. Hawkinson went off.
He went off. Nice.
Godwin. I had to start Brady because I have Hurts as my other quarterback, but he was out. So I started Brady, and then I had Maher. She had a good game.
That's my kicker, bro.
Tampa Bay's defense, and then it's a like individual defense position too, and all my players got like over 10 11
When your
points.
kicker in fantasy puts up an average of 15 to 17 points a game, bro, you got a gold mine. All right, Elliot, what's the next one?
So second thing, I'm gonna say running back. Who we got? You got Christian McCaffrey at Las Vegas, Austin Eckler at the Rams, and Cam Akers at the Chargers.
That is a tough one. My initial gut said run CFC, toot, beep, 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 beep. But that is tough. I don't think Akers would get in the position that he got last week.
I got him as my flex this week.
I'm still gonna start McCaffrey. I can't sit him, especially not over Eckler.
Can't
But
jump off that trade.
I'll bench Eckler and cut Akers.
Okay. I am starting Cam Akers. I am benching Christian McCaffrey, and I'm cutting Austin Eckler. There's your sleeper pick. Start Cam Akers at the Chargers.
I'm surprised you started or bench McCaffrey over Eckler.
It's Eckler.
I'm glad to see you're finally on board.
Stop it.
All right, so wide receivers. Who you got? We got Justin Jefferson at Green Bay, Tyreek Hill at New England, and Stephon Diggs at Cincinnati.
You got to be careful there, Billy. Especially if you didn't see what Cam Akers did last week.
I've seen what he's done all season.
I look back at last week, projected 9 points, scored 34.
So you said
Jefferson, Hill, Diggs.
Diggs, and Diggs plays the Bengals.
Yep.
So I'm going to start Diggs, bench Jefferson, cut Tyreek.
Well, I know here's the only reason why I disagree. And I normally agree with you, but I'm starting Jefferson because he's going for that record.
What record?
2,000 yards season. He's going for a record.
He's got 1,750 yards receiving so far.
Yeah, he's going for the 2,000 yard whatever. So they're going to be throwing him the ball left and right, getting him, wherever. Single coverage, no coverage, quadruple coverage. He's having the ball thrown his way. So he's starter here on out. And then Diggs is benched. And then who's that third one?
Hill.
Tyreek
New
Hill.
England.
Yeah, he's cut.
Hill's not far behind Jefferson, just FYI.
Yeah, but they're making a big deal out of it with Jefferson, so that's why I just think they're just going to throw him the ball.
So you said start Jefferson,
Yes.
bench who?
Diggs.
Cut Hill.
Okay.
Well, no, the other thing you got to remember is Jefferson is at it's a not only is it a conference game, but it's also a rivalry game. So I'm sure that'll have a big part in determining who does what. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he'll be going up against Jair most of the game.
So tight end, we have Kittle versus Las Vegas, Hawkinson versus Green Bay, Dalton Schultz versus Tennessee.
Oh,
So if you said Schultz,
Yeah.
Hawkinson, and who else?
Kittle.
So I'm cutting Kittle.
okay.
They're at Las Vegas.
I'll start Hawkinson
At Green Bay.
and then bench Dalton.
Okay, I'm starting Kittle. I'm benching Hodgkin. I can't say his name. Hawkinson. And then I'm cutting Dalton Schultz of my Cowboys because there's so many options on that offense, and it runs through Tony Pollard. And you got your
And capitalizes on Zeke.
Zeke, and then your 3 receivers, and then Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I don't think Dalton will see the ball thrown his way much.
Okay. You say so.
My hypothesis.
All right, so for flex, hey, for flex you got Austin Eckler at the Rams, Christian McCaffrey at Las Vegas, Justin Jefferson at Green Bay.
So we're doing the same ones. All right.
We can do different ones. We'll do Dalvin Cook at Green Bay, Nick Chubb at Washington, or Jamar Chase at Buffalo, or versus Buffalo, excuse me.
Start Jamar. Bench Chubb. Cut Cook.
Start Chubb. Bench Jamar. Cut Cook. Jamar still ain't been right, man.
I just think the Buffalo Cincinnati game is going to be nothing but points. Points after points after points.
I say that
They're both. Buffalo is 12-3. Bengals are 11-4. They're both vying for that number 1 spot. I think it's just going to be shot after shot.
I think Josh Allen's going to tear his ACL.
Gosh. What a horrible thing to say.
No, I'm not saying I wish that happens. I just got a bad feeling.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, so defense. Defense wins championships, gentlemen.
Got to have that strong D.
You got
The big
Big D. Don't mean Dallas. Yeah, the 49ers at Las Vegas, the Cowboys at Tennessee, and the Chiefs versus Denver.
Ooh.
It's going to pain you to say it, bro. Say it.
It's easy to say 49ers at Las Vegas.
No, not even close.
Until you said Dallas, Tennessee, I was
Yeah.
definitely going to go with 49ers because I do think they got a really good defense. But even if Tennessee decides to play their starters with Tannehill being out for the rest of the season, I don't see Titans having a good shot. So I'll say start Cowboys defense, bench 49ers defense, cut whoever else, whatever the other defense.
Doesn't even
is.
matter.
Yeah,
I'm
cut Kansas City.
I'm 100% in agreement, man. It goes like, if Dallas gives up points, man, here's what they also do is they cause turnovers. So there's gonna be turnovers.
Would you start Jacksonville's defense over any of those?
Who are they playing?
Houston.
That's a toss up. I'd have to close my eyes and throw a dart.
If it wasn't for the
playing
last
so
couple of
good.
weeks, I would have said yes. But Houston, Houston played a not so great Titans team, but they also hung with Dallas. So I think it'll be closer than people expect. So right now, no, I wouldn't put Jacksonville's defense. I would start Jacksonville's defense over Kansas City.
14 fantasy points on New York Jets.
But
Third straight double digit week.
yeah, I started Jacksonville's defense in one league. So I know, but no, I would.
What was that
What
finger
was
for?
that for? Yeah.
Nothing.
What was that for?
Bailey's.
What was that for? Please share with the class.
You're number one.
Yeah, I was just saying you're number one, bro.
Share with the class. I don't even know I really don't know what it's for.
Let's go.
But no,
You said yeah. I know. It's because you said, yeah, I know. I started their defense and won the league last week.
Yeah.
No, I said in one of the leagues, not and won the league.
Yeah, well.
One of my leagues I started them, so I know that they've been playing well. But no, I would maybe start them over Kansas City because I think Broncos haven't played good, but they fired their coach, and I think the team might kind of rally a little bit. Hopefully, I mean, Russell Wilson needs them to rally a little bit. He ain't looking too good, but I'd probably start him over Kansas City's defense. But
He's
I
out
wouldn't start
next.
him the other two.
He'll get fired.
They put a lot of money in his contract.
Do y'all normally pick kickers or no?
Oh, I Maher every week. It doesn't matter what kicker you put up against him.
We know
Justin Tucker versus Pittsburgh. The Ravens.
I know who he is. I was waiting to hear what the other two were.
Oh. Justin Tucker.
Say Maher.
Harrison Butker of Kansas City.
No.
And
Maher.
Tyler Bass at Cincinnati.
Tucker. Tucker's clutch. Is it Tucker that holds the NFL record too? 66 or 67 yarder?
Yeah.
I think it's Tucker.
What was the second one you said?
Butt kiss. Butt kiss.
I'd start Butker.
Tucker, Butker, Bass.
Tucker, Bucker.
I'd start Buckner.
Tucker, Butker, Bass.
Bench Bass, cut Tucker.
You hate Justin Tucker.
No, I just don't think if Lamar's not playing, I don't think Baltimore's offense is going to move the ball that much against the Steelers.
Fair enough.
Good point.
To put them in a position to kick field goals.
No, dude, he just needs to get to the 50. he can.
Now, if they are playing in Baltimore. If they were playing in Pittsburgh, I would definitely wouldn't start Tucker because the wind in Pittsburgh is like super wild, circulation wise or something. It causes all kind of problems.
Yeah. The Three Rivers causes it. Current home.
I'll take your word for it.
Yep. Well, guys, you've heard it from the experts on fantasy football right here on the Lowdown Popcast.
This time next week, I will be 7-time
I'll be
fantasy football champion.
I think I'm going to be a third place guy.
Yeah, third place
Because
is.
you didn't listen to me.
I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with it.
I mean, that's not too bad out of 4.
It was like 10. Wait a minute. What? What did I listen to you? You
just
told
asked
me
you-
you'd start Gino. You said you'd start Gino.
But you did. I would have
Sir?
told you to start Akers.
You would not have.
I would have.
You wouldn't.
I know your running backs. I would have.
You wouldn't.
I would have.
Why would you ever,
That was best
under
start cut.
any circumstances, start not knowing that, not knowing he's going to go off the way he did? Why would you start Cam Akers over guys like, I don't know, Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon?
Because
You wouldn't.
Mixon hasn't done anything last
Sir,
week.
you still would not ever bench Joe Mixon.
I would have.
You wouldn't.
I would have.
You wouldn't.
I would have.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I would have.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Whatever. So full of
But
it.
what's your flex? It's not just your running backs. Who you got in your flex?
My flex was Mike Williams. Not a bad flex.
Not bad.
He
but
didn't
not
flex
great.
hard enough. I could have put Cam Akers in the flex, Darius Slayton, or I have Brian Robinson of the Washington Commanders.
Yes, I was starting to remember all of those.
Cam Akers.
Is that Samaje Perine? Billy?
I don't know, man. Mike Williams is a solid receiver, man. He's tough to bench too. Nah, I tell you who has been good for me all year.
But the difference between first and third is making those tough decisions.
Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, I did make that decision.
Yeah.
Starting Gino over Dak and Trevor. That was a real tough
I don't
decision.
think I told you that.
You did.
I don't think
You
so.
did.
I don't think
You
so.
did.
Was that last week?
Yes. Go back and listen to
No.
it.
I don't know if it was on the show, but I believe that was an off-air conversation that I do remember.
I'm 150% sure because I was like, oh,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
like,
I would have
Johnathan,
said Trevor.
I got 3.
Because the start sit thing, we said Trevor. That was my start.
Well,
was
good thing,
Trevor.
good thing you didn't say Trevor either. 'Cause I still would have lost.
Well, he said Purdy has been pretty good.
Well, let's be honest. Nobody saw Dak Prescott doing what he did against Philadelphia. I mean, I wouldn't have started Dak. I didn't want to start Dak.
Let the record also reflect that I live on the air last week
Here we
said,
go.
hey, don't think Gardner Minshew is as much of a pushover as you think because he has the same exact stats, almost identical as Jalen Hurts.
I'm glad you brought this up because
Here we go.
Because this is aimed at Shane. Because on the
Son of
episode
a-
last week, you made that comment, and Shane was nothing about Gardner Minshew didn't know who he was, talked trash. Oh, it's the Cowboys' vaulted defense, all that. And then right after the game was over, all he wanted to do after the Cowboys won was talk about how good Gardner was and how great.
It's all they're identical.
People underestimate him, but that was not what I waited. I was gonna say it in the chat, and I was like, nope, this is saving this for the air.
He's been holding this one in, folks.
Because I knew it was coming. As soon as I read the comment, I was like, wow, that was not the tune he was singing a couple days ago.
That guy needs to be a starter somewhere. To do what he did, he needs to be a starter. He could be a starter in probably half the league right now. At least half the league.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he was in Jacksonville, he'd be a starter over Trevor Lawrence.
He was in Jacksonville and he got pushed out by Trevor Lawrence.
I'm talking about now. Like
I think he played better than Trevor Lawrence. I think he got pushed out because Lawrence was the first round pick, and they wanted Lawrence to be the guy.
Well, you draft somebody.
Minshew was what, second, third round? He came from Washington State.
If he came from second, if he was second or third round, it's a steal.
He came from Washington State.
He was further than that.
He might have
did come from Washington State, but I thought he was further than that.
He played at Washington State under the late great coach Mike Leach.
He also played at East Carolina.
Yes, that's how I knew him. That's where I knew him, or how
I knew him from Washington State because
of sixth round pick.
Because of stash.
So he's Tom Brady. Perfect. Brady might have been seventh round.
So
yeah, he's not going to be in backup for long, bro. What's his contract
I just was like, okay, he played good against Cowboys. Now Shane, Cowboys won. Now Shane's wanting to reverse course.
But you gotta give credit where credit's due. You do. It's like Trevor Lawrence.
Because all the comments were saying, "Oh, the Cowboys beat a backup QB," and then Shane's like, "Well, wait a minute, Gardner's a lot better than
over half."
Well, and to that point, like back when the Cowboys lost,
rewind that tape.
Back when the Cowboys lost the Eagles early in the year, everybody was like, all the Eagles fans were like, "Oh yeah, we destroyed the Cowboys." Well, the Cowboys played Cooper Rush. So
well, hold on, because your team was different about Cooper Rush too.
Let's keep going down that path.
He was God's gift to Dallas because Dak sucked.
No, he was hurt.
He sucked before he got hurt.
Dak was hurt.
No, that was my argument. Your argument was like, no, they need to ride Cooper Rush.
I never will not say that again. The Cowboys were winning with Cooper Rush. They need to stick with the hot hand.
And then they lost. And he's like, get him out.
Get him out.
They lost the game. Get him out.
Get him out. His mojo's over. It's all about mojo. I don't know. I never said Cooper Rush was good. I said he was a good manager. I said he was a winner. They were winning. You got to go back and listen in context. Wasn't throwing picks. It wasn't turning the ball over. You can't just pick one statement and like.
No, you can't pick one statement and roll with
chooser.
It. I've been here for the whole context of all the arguments.
Oh Jesus, you're so full of it.
Anything else? Anything else, guys?
No.
It's bowl week this week.
It is bowl week this week.
Yes, we have a lot more to talk about now.
When does the Gamecocks play? They play
Friday.
What time?
So does Clemson. Gamecocks play 3:30.
Clemson plays
underdogs too.
Clemson plays 7:38.
Yeah.
Carolina underdogs. 3.5.
Let's see. So Carolina plays at 3:30.
Clemson's a night game. I know that. Orange Bowl.
And then Clemson plays at 8:00. Notre Dame is 2-point favorite.
The Orangier Bowl.
Now?
Yeah, and then Clemson's 4.5 point favorites.
They're gonna be close.
All depends on how good that
but there's
highly touted backup QB plays.
Cade?
No. For Tennessee.
I was like,
but to me,
because the dude's got he's got a cannon.
I mean, there's been a lot of bowl games so far, but to me, the at least the teams that most people are familiar with start tomorrow. So you have UCF and Duke, Kansas, Arkansas, Oregon, North Carolina, Texas Tech, Ole Miss.
Kansas and Arkansas?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's
Oklahoma,
my kids?
And then on Thursday, you got Oklahoma, Florida State, Texas, Washington, Minnesota, Syracuse. Then Friday, then you start getting into the good games on Friday, and then the semifinals and the Sugar Bowl are on Saturday. But Coastal Carolina got their butt whooped 53-29.
Close. Oh man, it's that time of year.
Well, anything else? Transfer portal. USC's been killing it.
Very strong recruiting class.
See if we can get old Coach Beamer on the show. I reached out to his personal assistant.
I tweeted him.
I sent an email to his personal assistant.
I think to USC's credit, Lenoris was a big flip. I think one that's getting overlooked by a lot, but I think the big one is still to come.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much a lock to get
Nicholas.
Nicholas. But the Sellers thing, to me, it was more of a whether it works out. I mean, I think the kid's got talent, but I mean, he wasn't. He's not like a highly touted recruit nationwide. But I think the fact that he was homegrown talent, state talent that was committed somewhere else that they were able to flip is a big sign of.
And that speaks volumes.
Yeah. I need to correct something I said on last week's show. I said he was a 3-star. He was actually a 4-star.
He got bumped up to a 4-star. He was a 3.
So I hope he succeeds at USC.
They're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong though, but I've read reports be like top to bottom, South Carolina's quarterback depth is the best in the country because they have like 5 or 6 quarterbacks on the roster. You have to look them up, but they're all 4-star or greater except one.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure.
That was a tweet I was reading. Somebody listed all the quarterbacks on the roster, and one was a 3-star, but there was like 6 other quarterbacks, and they were all 4-star or greater.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
with Spencer being the 5-star.
I mean, I know Clemson they got Cade. They've got Paul. New guy that came in, Paul. I want to say Paul Tyson. I don't think that's right though.
The Vincent kid.
They got another 5-star coming in. They got Hunter Johnson, who's a grad transfer. He was a 5-star when he came in, I believe. May have been a 4-star. You talking about Chris Vizina? Yeah, he's a 5-star.
Yep.
But Paul Tyson is Bear Bryant's grandson. I feel like that last name's wrong, but they've got several 4- and 5-star guys, and they got another. So
yeah, Carolina got the other 4-star they got this year was Dante Reno.
Yeah,
but he's coming in class of 2024.
Okay.
And Tanner Bailey.
And that's the cool thing about recruiting is you can push their scholarship out. And say, hey, type of thing. Like that's why some people will come in early so they can use up this year's scholarship so that they don't get too many people on scholarship. So
people overlook Luke Doty too, man. I'm a Luke Doty guy. I like Luke Doty a lot.
I think he's going to end up being pushed out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Rattler goes,
I think Sellers is better than Doty. I think Doty gets pushed out, personally.
Can't wait to see what happens. I love a little bit of drama.
Yeah. Competition's always good. So, any last minute? Last second thoughts?
But to your point, I mean, competition's always good, but that's what the transfer portal allows too. If somebody does have to go, I mean, they can go somewhere.
Yep. Well, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in tonight.
Yeah, for our 25th show.
25th show. Remember to like, follow, subscribe at Lowdown Popcast.
And it'll be 2023 by the time we talk to you again. So
that's right.
Everybody out there listening, have a good new year.
We need to do 25 shots right now.
As always, guys.
I will be down.
I'm Elliot.
Oh, this is my part. I'm Shane.
And I'm the 7-time fantasy football champion. I'm calling my shot now.
Soon to be.
Johnathan.
This has been the Lowdown Popcast. We appreciate you tuning in. As always, guys, let's keep it popping.